Hello, English learners. Welcome back to English Pod. My name is Marco.
And I'm Erica.
And today with Erica, we're bringing you a great lesson about time.
You need more of it.
We need more time,
Yeah.
right? So we're going to be teaching you how you can ask for more time.
If you're working on a project at work and you can't finish it on time, you have to ask your boss for more time.
Right. So today in our dialogue, Casey needs more time to put together a press kit.
What's a press kit?
Good question. A press kit is something the marketing department will put together. Basically pictures, logos, information about the company. So when a newspaper or a magazine wants to write an article about them, so they have something already prepared that they could give the newspaper or magazine.
Okay.
Okay, so let's listen to our dialogue for the first time. And as always, it's going to be at a normal speed, so it might be a little bit difficult to understand.
We'll come back in 1 minute and tell you about some of the key language.
So, Casey, how are things going with the photos for the press kit?
Yeah, I've been meaning to talk to you about that. I might need to ask for an extension on that deadline.
You've had over a month to get this finalized. Why are things delayed?
Well, the thing is, we ran into a lot of problems.
I'm not looking for excuses here. I just want to get this finished on time.
I know, and I apologize for the delay. But some things were just beyond my control. I had trouble booking the photographer, and then Michael was sick for 3 weeks, so I couldn't include him in the photos. And the design team lost all the files, so I had to redo the pictures.
I'm not going to put this off any longer, Casey. I want those photos ASAP.
All right, so Casey is in trouble, I think.
Yeah, I think her boss is pretty upset.
Yeah. Well, let's take a look at some of the language that we saw in this dialogue in Language Takeaway.
Language takeaway.
First word today is deadline.
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 So, Erica, what's a deadline?
It is the last possible date to do something.
So, for example, when we were in school, our teacher would send us homework and say it was for Friday.
So the deadline was Friday.
Was Friday, right? Or when you're at work, you have projects that you have to finish by a certain date. That's your deadline.
Exactly.
Okay, let's look at our next word. Extension.
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 So extension and deadline go together, right?
Exactly. If you can't reach your deadline or you can't make your deadline, you must ask for an extension.
An extension. So you ask for more time.
Yeah, an extension is moving the deadline in the future.
All right, interesting. Let's look at our next word. Ran into.
Ran into.
Ran into.
Ran into some problems.
So we ran into some problems in this dialogue. Let's listen to some more examples of run into so we can understand the meaning.
Example 1. We ran into a storm on our way home. Example 2.
If you're not careful now, you're going to run into a lot of problems later.
Example 3.
I ran into some trouble with my computer.
Okay, good example. So it's clear now, right?
Right. If you run into problems, you meet some problems.
Right. Many students say it in that way. I met some problems.
Yeah, but that's wrong.
Right. So you would say I ran into some problems.
Right. I met some problems is wrong, wrong, wrong.
Okay, don't say met some problems.
I ran into some problems.
I ran into. Okay. And our last word for language takeaway, delayed.
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 So when something is delayed, it's
Late.
late.
And the opposite is,
On time.
yeah. So your flight was delayed.
Or your flight was on time.
The project was delayed.
Or your project was on time.
Clear.
All right. So now let's go back to the dialogue. Let's listen to it again.
And this time it will be a little bit slower so you can understand some of these phrases we just talked about.
So, Casey, how are things going with the photos for the press kit?
Yeah, I've been meaning to talk to you about that. I might need to ask for an extension on that deadline.
You've had over a month to get this finalized. Why are things delayed?
Well, the thing is, we ran into a lot of problems.
I'm not looking for excuses here. I just want to get this finished on time.
I know, and I apologize for the delay. But some things were just beyond my control. I had trouble booking the photographer. And then Michael was sick for 3 weeks, so I couldn't include him in the photos. And the design team lost all the files, so I had to redo the pictures.
I'm not going to put this off any longer, Casey. I want those photos ASAP.
Okay, so there were some really useful phrases that we saw in this dialogue.
Yeah, some wonderful phrases that you can use when you want to ask for more time.
Okay, so let's look at these phrases in Fluency Builder.
Fluency builder.
All right, what's our first phrase?
I've been meaning to talk to you.
I've been meaning to.
I've been meaning to.
Okay, we have some really great examples of how you can combine I've been meaning to with different verbs.
Yep, let's listen.
Example 1. I'm sorry I haven't called you yet. I've been meaning to, but I've been busy.
Example 2. I've been meaning to tell you, but John quit yesterday.
Example 3.
I've been meaning to see that film for a while.
I've been meaning to go to that restaurant, but I haven't had time.
So you've been wanting to for a long time.
Right. I've been thinking about it. I've
Yeah.
been planning to do it.
But you just haven't done it.
I haven't done it. Maybe
Yeah.
because I haven't had time or money. Mm-hmm. Okay. Good phrase.
Our next phrase is beyond my control.
Beyond my control.
It's beyond my control.
So it means that I can't control it.
You can't do anything about it.
Can't do anything about it. The weather is beyond my control.
Right. Or relate with this project because Jane was sick for 1 month. It was beyond my control.
Okay. It wasn't your fault.
No.
Okay. And our last phrase for Fluency Builder, put this off.
Put this off.
Put this off.
Put this off.
So let's listen to some more examples of put this off before we explain the meaning.
Example 1. I've been putting off this project for a week, and it's due tomorrow.
Example 2. Can we put off our meeting till next week? I'm too busy right now.
Example 3.
I've been putting off my email all day, and now I have 50 messages to respond to.
So, Marco, when you put something off, you.
Leave it for later,
Okay.
right? So maybe I have to write a report today, but I'm going to put it off till tomorrow.
So you're going to do it tomorrow.
I'll do it tomorrow. Okay, so we've seen some really great words and some really good phrases. So now let's listen to our dialogue for the last time, and then we'll come back and talk some more.
So, Casey, how are things going with the photos for the press kit?
Yeah, I've been meaning to talk to you about that. I might need to ask for an extension on that deadline.
You've had over a month to get this finalized. Why are things delayed?
Well, the thing is, we ran into a lot of problems.
I'm not looking for excuses here. I just want to get this finished on time.
I know, and I apologize for the delay. But some things were just beyond my control. I had trouble booking the photographer, and then Michael was sick for 3 weeks, so I couldn't include him in the photos. And the design team lost all the files, so I had to redo the pictures.
I'm not going to put this off any longer, Casey. I want those photos ASAP.
Marco, do you think that Casey's reasons for being late are good?
I think so, because it wasn't really her fault, the whole situation with the photographer. And then one of her co-workers was sick for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
It's not really her fault, right?
Right, but maybe the boss thinks that she's making excuses.
Yeah, maybe she's making excuses. That's really common. Like, for example, when we were kids, you would say, oh, my dog ate my homework.
Right, but that really happened to me once.
Your dog ate your homework?
My cat ate my homework.
Your cat ate your homework?
Yeah.
And what did your teacher say?
Well, actually, I was a really good student, so my teacher believed me.
Well, my teacher wouldn't have believed me.
Really?
No, she would have called my parents most likely.
Yeah. Well, my cat really did eat my homework, and I just left it on the table, and it chewed it all up.
That's weird. Why would your cat do that?
I don't know.
A lot of weird excuses out there.
Yeah.
I was abducted by aliens.
Uh-huh.
My mom accidentally mailed my homework to Africa.
Really?
Yeah,
This happened to you?
Creative writing.
Okay.
Creative excuses.
Well, I want to hear from our listeners. I want to know what excuses they've used for being late with something.
So send us your excuses, send us your comments and questions. Go to our website at englishpod.com, where Eric and I are always there to answer your questions.
That's right, Marco. And this is an elementary lesson, right?
Exactly.
But we also have intermediate and upper intermediate and advanced lessons for you more fluent English speakers.
Exactly.
The importance of time. Time is one of the most valuable things we have in life. It is something we all share equally. No matter if you are rich or poor, young or old, we all have the same 24 hours in a day. But how we use our time makes all the difference. Time is more precious than money, because money can be earned and spent again. But time, once gone, can never return. Why time is important? Time is the foundation of everything we do. It is like a silent clock, always moving forward, never stopping. It gives structure to our lives. Morning turns into afternoon, and afternoon turns into night. Each day is a chance to grow, to learn, and to achieve something new. When we understand the value of time, we realize that every moment counts. Wasting time means wasting opportunities. When you miss an opportunity, it might never come back. That is why it is important to be mindful of how we spend our time. Managing time. Managing time is a skill. It does not come naturally to everyone, but it can be learned with practice. Good time management helps us do more in less time, reduces stress, and allows us to enjoy life more fully. Here are some ways to manage time effectively. 1. Set goals. Knowing what you want to achieve is the first step. Goals give you direction. They help you focus on what is important. Make sure your goals are clear and specific. For example, instead of saying, "I want to learn English," say, "I want to learn 10 new English words every day." 2. Make a plan. Once you have a goal, create a plan. A plan is like a map. It shows you the steps you need to take to reach your goal. Write down your tasks and prioritize them. Start with the most important ones. 3. Avoid procrastination. Procrastination is the enemy of time. It means delaying what you need to do. Often, we delay tasks because they seem hard or boring. But the longer we wait, the harder they become. Start small if you need to, but start now. 4. Learn to say no. Sometimes we waste time because we say yes to everything. It is important to say no to things that are not important or that distract you from your goals. 5. Use tools. There are many tools to help manage time, like calendars, timers, and to-do lists. These tools keep you organized and remind you of what needs to be done. 6. Take breaks. Managing time does not mean working all the time. Breaks are important. They help you rest and recharge so you can work better. A good balance between work and rest is key. The power of small steps. Big achievements are made of small steps. For example, if you want to read a book, you can read just 1 page a day. In a year, you will have read 365 pages, which is a full book. Small, consistent actions over time lead to big results. Time and success. Many successful people say that time management is the secret to their success. They do not have more hours in a day than anyone else. The difference is how they use their hours. They plan their day, focus on what matters, and avoid distractions. Time and relationships. Time is not only about work and goals. It is also about the people in your life. Spending time with family and friends is important. It strengthens relationships and brings happiness. When you spend time with someone, you show them that they matter to you. Time and learning. Time is also important for learning. Whether it is learning a new skill, a language, or something about yourself, you need to invest time. Learning does not happen in a day. It is a process. The more time you give to learning, the better you become. Time and regret. Many people regret wasting time when it is too late. They wish they had used their time differently. To avoid regret, think about how you are spending your time today. Are you using it to move closer to your goals? Are you spending it with the people you care about? The gift of now. The present moment is all we truly have. The past is gone, and the future is not here yet. What you do now shapes your future. Use your time wisely today, and your future self will thank you. Final thoughts. Time is the most valuable resource we have. It is free, but it is priceless. We cannot own it, but we can use it. We cannot keep it, but we can spend it wisely. The way you use your time determines the quality of your life. Every second, minute, and hour is a chance to do something meaningful. Whether it is working towards your dreams, spending time with loved ones, or simply resting, make sure you are using your time in a way that matters to you. Time waits for no one, so make every moment count.
The English Pod Audio Review. Listen to the meaning, then say the vocabulary word. Group of photos, documents, articles, and information about a company given to reporters, newspapers, magazines, etc.
Press kit.
Intend. Plan to do something.
I've been meaning to.
Make a deadline longer. Extra time to do something.
Extension.
The date when something must be finished. Finish. Decide all the details.
Finalize.
Late.
Delay.
Meet or encounter.
Run into.
Not able to control something.
Beyond someone's control.
Plan to do something later.
Put something off.
Let's try that faster. Meet or encounter.
Run into.
Not able to control something.
Beyond someone's control.
Meet or encounter.
Run into.
Finish. Decide all the details.
Finalize.
Not able to control something.
Beyond someone's control.
Meet or encounter.
Run into.
Not able to control something.
Beyond someone's control.
Plan to do something later.
Put something off.
Meet or encounter.
Run into.
The date when something must be finished. Make a deadline longer. Extra time to do something.
Extension.
Plan to do something later.
Put something off.
Make a deadline longer. Extra time to do something.
Extension.
Group of photos, documents, articles, and information about a company given to reporters, newspapers, magazines, etc.
Press kit.
Not able to control something.
Beyond someone's control.
Make a deadline longer. Extra time to do something.
Extension.
Late.
Delay.
Plan to do something later.
Put something off.
The date when something must be finished. Now say the word and hear it in a sentence.
Press kit. Our company press kit includes a CD with the list of our products. I've been meaning to. I'm sorry I haven't called you yet. I've been meaning to, but I've been busy. Extension. This project is due on Thursday, but I'll ask for an extension and finish it on Monday. Beyond my control. There is nothing I can do about this weather. It's beyond my control. Put something off. You always put things off till the last minute. I've been meaning to. I'm sorry I haven't called you yet. I've been meaning to, but I've been busy. Extension. This project is due on Thursday, but I'll ask for an extension and finish it on Monday. Put something off. You always put things off till the last minute.
Hello, English learners, and welcome to English Pod. My name is Marco.
I'm Amira.
Amira and I are here today with an interesting lesson about a hotel situation. Amira, why don't you give us a little bit more information?
Well, the situation is taking place in a hotel, and someone is checking in and is obtaining an upgrade.
An upgrade. Okay, that's an interesting word. Why don't we listen to the dialogue and then we'll come back and explain all this vocabulary.
Good afternoon. What can I do for you?
I'd like to check in, please. I have a reservation under the name Anthony Roberts.
All right. Roberts. Oh, Mr. Roberts, we've been expecting you. And here is your key card to the presidential suite.
But there must be some mistake. My reservation was for a standard room.
Are you sure? Let me double check.
Yeah, here, this is my confirmation number.
You're right, Mr. Roberts. There seems to be a mix-up. Unfortunately, we're overbooked at the moment.
So...
Not to worry. We're pleased to offer you a complimentary upgrade.
Woohoo! Presidential suite, baby!
Okay, everyone. That is nice, huh?
Yeah, the guy is really excited that he's gonna get the presidential suite.
Yes, there's some interesting phrases and vocabulary items here, and I know, Marco, you want to talk about some of them.
Right. The first one, and this is really useful for all of our listeners who travel a lot. This phrase will come in handy, and it is, I have a reservation under the name.
Under the name.
Under the name.
Under the name.
So before we explain this phrase, let's listen to some examples on how it is used in other situations, and then we'll come back and give you more information.
My secretary made a reservation under my name.
I'm sorry, sir. I don't have a reservation under that name.
Do you have a reservation under the name Smith?
All right, some really good examples there on how we could use this phrase in other situations. But just in case, let me explain it real fast. Under the name means that when you go to the restaurant or a hotel and you tell them your name, they know that you are the person that they have been expecting. They have been waiting.
Yes. Well, I have chosen another useful phrase for you, and it is mix up.
Mix up.
Mix up.
Mix up.
There seems to be a mix up. Before we talk about this phrase, let's listen to some examples of how it is used.
There was a mix-up at the airport and my bags were sent to Antarctica.
I'm sorry, sir. There's been a terrible mix-up. We've given you the wrong baby.
Okay, that was useful and funny.
Yeah, that's the baby situation.
Oh my God, imagine that happening.
Yeah, I know.
Well, guys, so a mix-up is a confusion or a misunderstanding.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Well put.
All right, Marco, what do you have for us?
Okay, the next word that we should take a look at is overbooked.
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 Overbooked. What does that mean?
So if a hotel or a flight is overbooked, it means that they are full. They are more than full.
Right, so they cannot accept any more people.
Exactly.
Okay, now why is this phrase useful?
Because it happens all the time.
There's so many other situations where you can use this word or hear it from other native English speakers. For example, a bus or a train can be overbooked.
Exactly, that's really common. Okay, let's take a look at the last phrase for today, and that is complimentary upgrade.
Complimentary upgrade.
Complimentary upgrade.
Complimentary upgrade.
So this means that, for example, when the hotel is overbooked and all of their standard rooms are full, they will give you a better room, a more expensive room, but free.
Yes, because it was not your fault.
Right. This also happens sometimes, if you're lucky, on airplane flights.
Yes.
So if you are in economy class and an airplane, but for some reason it's overbooked, they will move you to business class or first class for free.
I have a similar story, but I'm not going to tell you about it now. For now, let's go and listen to the dialogue one more time, and when we come back, we'll talk some more.
Good afternoon. What can I do for you?
I'd like to check in, please. I have a reservation under the name Anthony Roberts.
All right. Roberts. Oh, Mr. Roberts, we've been expecting you. And here is your key card to the presidential suite.
But there must be some mistake. My reservation was for a standard room.
Are you sure? Let me double check.
Yeah, here, this is my confirmation number.
You're right, Mr. Roberts. There seems to be a mix-up. Unfortunately, we're overbooked at the moment.
So...
Not to worry. We're pleased to offer you a complimentary upgrade.
Woohoo! Presidential suite, baby!
I love listening to this dialogue. It's just so nice to see that someone is enjoying his upgrade so much, huh?
Yeah, especially since he was expecting just a really normal room, and now he's gonna be treated like a king.
So, Marco, have you ever gotten a complimentary upgrade?
Yes, I did. When I was traveling through India, I bought a normal seat in the train, but for some reason, it was overbooked. So I talked to the station manager, and I got a complimentary upgrade to first class.
I had a similar experience as well. I was flying from Shanghai to Qatar, and I actually had an economy seat, but for some reason they just upgraded me, and I was so happy.
Oh, really?
Yes.
It wasn't overbooked?
Well, I'm not sure because normally the night flight is not that full, but they upgraded me for some reason, and I was so happy. It was an upgrade to first class.
Wow, that's really cool.
Yes.
I would prefer a first class upgrade on an airplane. Yeah, any day.
Well, you know what really amazed me was like the food you get there. You know, you have a 5-course meal.
Oh, really?
Yes.
And you get all the drinks you can get, right?
Exactly.
Wow, I would be really happy there. All right, everyone, we're out of time today, but be sure to listen tomorrow because we'll be back again with another great podcast.
How to handle a hotel check-in, communication tips, room upgrades, and more. Checking into a hotel is a common experience, yet it requires clear communication and some preparation to ensure everything goes smoothly. Whether you're a first-time traveler or a seasoned guest, mastering the process of hotel check-in and handling specific requests like upgrades or amenities can significantly enhance your stay. Let's explore the key elements in detail. 1. Preparing for check-in. Preparation begins before you even arrive at the hotel. Organizing your booking details and understanding what the hotel offers can save you time and confusion. Essential documents. Always have your booking confirmation, either printed or on your phone. A valid photo ID and, if applicable, a payment method like a credit or debit card. Know your reservation details. Be aware of your check-in and check-out times, the type of room you've booked, and any additional services included, such as breakfast or parking. Pro tip: if you're arriving early or late, call ahead to inform the hotel. Many hotels allow early check-in or late check-out based on availability. 2. Approaching the reception desk. When you arrive, how you approach the receptionist sets the tone for your stay. A friendly, polite demeanor is crucial. Start with a greeting. Good afternoon. I have a reservation under your full name. Listen carefully. Pay attention as the receptionist confirms your booking details and explains hotel policies or amenities. If there's anything unclear, ask politely. Could you explain the Wi-Fi access process? What time is breakfast served? 3. Requesting an upgrade. Room upgrades can make your stay more enjoyable, and asking for one is easier than you might think. Be polite and positive. I was wondering if there are any room upgrades available today? Mention special occasions. If it's a special event like a birthday or anniversary, let them know. It's my anniversary, and I'd love to make this day extra special. If free upgrades aren't available, inquire about paid options. What are the rates for an upgraded room? Key tips for success. 1. Timing matters. Upgrades are more likely during less busy times, midweek or off-season. 2. Loyalty programs. Members of hotel loyalty programs often receive priority for upgrades. 3. Be gracious. If upgrades aren't possible, thank the staff anyway. Courtesy is always appreciated. 4. Making special requests. Hotels aim to accommodate guests' needs, so don't hesitate to make specific requests. Room preferences. Could I have a room on a higher floor with a nice view, if possible? I prefer a quiet room, away from the elevators. Additional amenities. Do you offer extra pillows or blankets? Is it possible to have a mini fridge in the room? Pro tip: make special requests in advance, especially during busy times, to increase the likelihood of accommodation. 5. Handling unexpected situations. Sometimes, issues arise during check-in, such as room availability or booking errors. Stay calm and polite while addressing them. If the room isn't ready, I understand the room isn't ready yet. Is there a lounge or luggage storage area I can use while I wait? If there's a problem with the room, I noticed an issue with the room. Could you help me resolve it or provide another room? Key to success: always approach problems with a solutions-oriented attitude. Receptionists are more willing to assist guests who remain courteous. 6. Making the most of your stay. Once you're checked in, familiarize yourself with the hotel's amenities. Ask about facilities. Could you tell me about the gym hours and location? Are there any restaurants nearby that you'd recommend? Inquire about late checkout. If you need extra time, ask early. Is it possible to extend my checkout time tomorrow? If so, is there an additional fee? 7. Expressing gratitude. A simple thank you can go a long way in building a positive relationship with hotel staff. Thank you for helping me with the check-in process. I really appreciate it. If your stay was excellent, consider leaving a positive review or a tip for exceptional service. Conclusion: checking into a hotel is more than just getting a key to your room. It's about setting the tone for your experience. By being prepared, communicating clearly, and handling requests or issues politely, you can ensure a pleasant stay. Remember, hotel staff are there to assist you, and a little courtesy goes a long way in creating a memorable experience.
The English Pod Audio Review. Listen to the meaning, then say the vocabulary word.
Check in. Under the name. Reservation. Confirmation. Mix up. Complimentary upgrade. Overbooked. Check out. Booking. Concierge. Deluxe room. Receipt.
Let's try that faster.
Booking. Mix up. Under the name. Reservation. Deluxe room. Overbooked. Check out. Receipt. Complimentary upgrade. Concierge. Check in. Confirmation.
Now say the word and hear it in a sentence.
Under the name. Under the name. Under the name. Confirmation. 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 Mix up. Mix up. Mix up. Overbooked.
Overbooked. Overbooked.